this little sequence here, this little storytelling moment, which is supposed to be reminiscent of storyboard art brought to life. And amazingly enough, it's actually inspired by a specific artist, a Disney artist, that only one person I've ever shown this to has identified, which is really cool. So I'm not going to tell you who it is. Anyway, you would have gotten a different cinematic based on your playstyle. So that's not the way. It's not possible to see everything in the game in a single playthrough. And even the end game changes, and who your friends and enemies are change based on the choices you make minute to minute as you play through the game. So, this is one of the robotic monsters that the pirates have been turned into. We call these Beetleworks. They're made up of animatronic bits that have shown up in the Wasteland. Remember, Wasteland is a world for all of Disney's forgotten and rejected creative efforts. So when a theme park ride gets retired, like the Flying Saucers or the Nautilus ride, all that stuff shows up and it just goes pop, and it's in Wasteland. And when animatronics get replaced because their parts have worn out, poof, they show up here in Wasteland. So there are a variety of ways to deal with these guys too. It may be that if you'd played this differently, that guy wouldn't have been here. But you never know. You'll have to play the game to find out. And here's a sketchy little chest. That was unusable until Adam painted it in, at which point it becomes a source of a reward. And among our collectibles, we have pins, like the one that Adam is wearing on his badge. So you'll be able to collect all sorts. People love collecting things, so we're going to give them plenty of things to collect. But also, you may notice there are these red tickets that he's been collecting. That's reminiscent of the old tickets that used to be given out at Disneyland when you showed up at the park. There were A, B, C, D, and E tickets, and we have the same in the game. That's our economy. You can buy things in quest zones using your tickets. We have 3 kinds of maps in the game. You just saw an action zone. We also have quest zones where you talk to characters and do some role-playing stuff. And then we have travel zones. The way you travel in the Wasteland is you jump into movie screens, which takes you into Mickey cartoons. The one we're showing here at the show is Steamboat Willie inspired, but there are lots of these in the game. And so fans of Mickey will be able to experience some of their favorite cartoons in new and different ways. Wasteland's first inhabitant was Oswald, who's a silent cartoon star, was a silent cartoon star. So no one talks in this world. They communicate, they talk in subtitles, but nobody has a voice in Wasteland. And that's if Oswald can't talk, no one's going to talk. It's kind of the way I look at it. I don't want to talk about who does and who doesn't appear, really. All I'll say is Mickey's pals, they might show up in some form that might surprise some people. We'll see. Wait and see. We got plenty more to talk about later on. So here, obviously inspired by Steamboat Willie, the first Mickey Mouse cartoon, which debuted November 18th, 1928, at the Colony Theater. So what we wanted to do was capture the look and feel and some of the humor of these cartoons. Some of them are early, like this one. Some of them are later. They're not all black and white, though many of them are. And I think the black and white is such a stark contrast to what people expect in games these days that it's really standing out. It's ironic that black and white is a sales feature now, But we're really trying to make people feel like they're experiencing these wonderful cartoons in new ways. And these are very short. They depending on how complete you want to be and how many of the secrets on these maps and how many of the levels at which you can the levels you can reach, they'll run anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute and a half. But you'll traverse them in multiple directions, which provides different challenges. And like I said, there are a lot of them in the game. So they're kind of a change of pace and a nice way for us to really directly honor the classic films. And also, I just love old school platforming games, and I wanted to make sure we had some old school platforming in the game too. So it's our homage to the old 8-bit console platforming games. Well, in terms of platforming, I think it was important to make sure we didn't the way I put it is thwart player expectation. You know, players see a map like this and they expect to be able to do certain things, like the single jump, the double jump, you know, all that sort of, the spin. So we had to make sure we got the essentials in there, and then it was really just about getting the timing of the platforms and making sure that we rewarded skill. You know, if you look at platform games, not to get too tweaky about this, you know, there's usually a simple level that's at the ground level that anybody can get through. You just jump, 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 you're done. But if you're a skilled player, you can actually get to a higher level. And if you're an observant player, you can find avenues to enter lower levels. And so we have all that kind of stuff too. So we wanted to reward skill the way platform games do. So that was really important to us. And then making it feel like a Mickey Mouse cartoon. There are things that fans of Mickey cartoons are going to recognize here and that are right out of the cartoon. So all of that was pretty much what we were after. So this is Disney Epic Mickey. It's a Wii exclusive, and it'll be shipping holiday 2010.